What's going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to Draft to Power. Before we get into the draft, I want to show you guys this cool free app called the Game Time app. Now, this app lets you purchase tickets to all of your favorite sporting events at a discounted rate. Look at those pictures on the screen. This is my favorite part about the app. Now, being new-ish to Chicago myself, I'm not overly familiar with the sports stadiums, but this app shows me pictures of exactly what the sections look like, or the view from the sections look like within the app itself. So some of you guys will know, some of you guys won't know. I got a new lady in my life. She doesn't know a ton about soccer, but she wants to learn. So I figured taking her to an MLS game, a Chicago Fire game, might be a good thing to do. And you can see this ticket's up there, $16, $18. You can see exactly what it's going to look like when you get there. And I mean, it's just cool. I don't have to deal with printing out tickets, getting them online, meeting people to get the tickets from them, dealing with scalpers. I just do it all from my phone. And then I've got the ticket on my phone as well. They scan it and boom, I'm in. Now, it's a free app to download, and these guys were cool enough to give me a code. So if you download it, you're going to get $10 to use towards tickets in the app using the code Japes. How awesome is that? So if you ever plan on going to a sporting event, why not download it? It's a no-brainer. It's a free win. Be sure to check it out. With that said, let's get on with the draft. All right, into the draft we go. And it's going to be really fast. It's going to be really furious. As we progress with the series, though, I want to say I'm going to take more time explaining my thought process going on with the players that I pick and all that sort of stuff. But for the first episode, I wanted to make sure that we got all of the players and then get the packs in as well at the very end, but it'll get spread out a little bit more as we go. So we got Inform Ronaldo, which was freaking amazing. And of course, the second pack we get, or the second option, we get Benzema as well. That's free chemistry. That's a no-brainer. That's, of course, going to be a win. This one was a little bit tough. I took Quado Asamoah because in the 3-4-2-1, I wanted a left mid that was going to be more of a box-to-box type player, not just a pure attacker. So naturally, when I got the option to pick a right mid, I picked Jesus Navas because, hey, he's really box-to-box, right? Just completely went against what I said. But that was my main thought process there. We're going to pick Ogbonna because we're playing a three-back. We got Rudiger as well, again, with the pace. Barzagli, great, because he links with not only Ogbonna, but he also links with Rudiger with the Serie A connection. So that's a really, really easy win for us, and definitely the way to go. Now, this was terrible. I picked Sportiello because I had the Italian and the Serie A players, so he gets really good chemistry, but he's just not a great keeper. And you definitely want to have a pretty solid keeper when you're using a three-back formation. I've been playing around with it a little bit more. Thought about going with the Inform Kagawa or the Inform Mato right there, but decided this is going to most likely be a substitute player, and the extra little bit of something that Musa could provide as a left forward or a right forward, I decided the way to go. Same thing here with Quaresma. I decided the 5-star skills as a potential substitute would be really, really nice to have. Coutinho might have worked as well, might have been a decent option, but that's where I went. And now here's the box-to-box option that I took. Now, I thought about going Sturridge because he would have been great to bring on, but Kandreva, as far as a more box-to-box, solid, all-around midfielder, I decided he was the man for the job. Here, I couldn't resist picking up the Inform Martial. One of the cool things about doing this series, you guys are going to get to see me use all sorts of players that I might not normally use in Path to Power. So your Informs, your big name players, and all the same with Path to Power. I'm going to tell you all about the players, what I think about the formation, the players, the little tips, little tricks. So I'm just so excited for this. Pick Korea there over Hulk because I thought maybe I'll get like a Portuguese left wing or left mid like Nani or something, and I can link them, and it just didn't really pan out. And then I picked Afellay because that was basically a throwaway pick. So we're going to bring on Pereira and switch it around. I'm going to eventually figure out that I can move my center backs around, put Barzagli in the middle, Rudiger on the left, and Ogbonna on the right. Bring on Kandreva, and that's going to be a pretty decent chemistry set up for the time being. So 3-4-2-1, exciting stuff. Move Sanchez over to the bench to be a super sub for us, along with Martial, Navas, Quaresma, Musa are going to be our attacking options. And our manager, of course, I thought, should we get Ronaldo that extra bit of chem? But I figured Ronaldo on the chem that he's on right now is probably fine, and I'd rather have the Serie A players in the squad get it a little bit better. So not a bad draft. You can see our club name this time is the AC Draft Life. AC because why not, and Draft Life because, well, the chip life is... It's a lot harder and more difficult this year, but the draft life is something that we can live almost certainly, and it's very, very exciting for me. I'm getting all worked up and excited about it, so we're getting things started. First match, this guy had an alright team, but I couldn't believe that I got the inform Ronaldo. I've played against him so many times, and I figured his finishing would just be flawless, which it was not right there. But a little scoop term, and maybe his left foot's better than his... No, that's of course not true, because he's got a 4-star weak. He doesn't even have 5-5. I think he's only got the 4-star weak foot, but good enough to put it away. And there are going to be no replays on the goals, and you can see this. My passing is improved, and I tweeted something out about this earlier, and Tobe Jizzle actually, some of you guys will know Toby. He's one of the side men. He's an awesome dude. But what I tweeted out, I said, if you guys are struggling with your passing this year or your defending, go play any on pro clubs. Pick up a couple of your friends, your mates, pick them up. Say, guys, we're going to go play some pro clubs. It's a fun game mode, I promise. It's going to be incredibly frustrating to get started, but you're eventually going to get a rhythm and get a little bit better. But playing any on pro clubs is something I use year in and year out to just basically get better at the game. How about that for a little notes? I'm just dribbling Karim Benzema. He is awesome, by the way. Benzema might be the most well-rounded striker that I've used so far. Ronaldo managing to pick up a loose ball in the box right there. A little bit of a shimmy. 4-0 now, 49th minute. This one escalated really, really fast. And I was pleased with the way it worked out. So we got a little rage quit in there in the draft. Don't mind if I do pick up some coins. You can see I'm putting in a pretty dominant formation or performance, even with this 3-4-2-1. Bizarre formation to use, I know. Next opponent, he's got Messi, he's got Ronaldo, he's got Dybala. It's a pretty nice looking squad for the most part. A little bit of chemistry missing on that left side for him, but his right side's looking okay. But the 3-4-2-1, basically what your goal with this formation is to pressure and attack the person to death. Have as many players forward just swarming his back line and into his midfield that he can't keep up with the thunderbolt from Karim Benzema right there. Obviously, I'm talking about keeping up with your attack, but I could hardly keep up with my excitement level when that went in. That was one that I wanted to watch the replay on, and I almost showed you guys, but I thought, no. We're only going to do replays if it's a spectacular goal, which that was probably my first kind of turn and shot like that went in. So 2-0 now, 55th minute, working things forward. We brought on Martial as a sub. You're going to lay this one across. Smart pass, guys. It's not sweating it. It is the smart pass here on this channel or in my book. It's and where that comes from, some of you guys that have been around for a long time will know. Basically, my thought process behind that is if you are in a match with your friends or for pros in a match, and you don't play that ball across, you are going to get raged at, absolutely torn, Same thing goes for like pro clubs. You have that option to pass it across goal, and you don't do that. I play with my buddy FaZe all the time, and he's just like, Japes, why? And that's because I want to do something like YouTubery and do some skill moves and look all fancy and sweet, and I just missed the open patch, and he's like, I could have got an accomplishment for that. I could have scored a goal. Come on, man. So I've gotten in the habit of playing it across, and it's the smart thing to do to take the goals when they're given to you. So 2-0 at this point in the draft. This guy, he's got Messi, he's got Neymar, he's got Jackson Martinez, he's got decent chemistry, and yes to this year is absolutely amazing. I don't know if Willian as a CDM was an interesting choice. Now he does have the legend goalkeeper, I think it's Baella, but how about Cristiano Ronaldo? Don't mind if I do. Crushing free kick 35 yards out, using that left bumper for a bit of power. Gonna go say what up to the cameraman, and it's a good, that celebration is, I really like going and being able to chatter with the cameraman. Not necessarily wild about that slide one. That's all right. I wish you could do or choose your celebrations when you run over to the cameraman. Right there, I'm using the right stick to flick the ball forward one time. That is how pacey players actually stay in front of their defenders this year. You basically, if you get clean through on a break, you want to knock the ball on with your right stick, and you will stay in front of the defender. You will not get caught. So a little tidbit there, a little piece of advice for you guys to go off of. Carlos Vela working things forward. Enzo Perez in the middle. Going to play this one forward to Benzema, Pereira, Ronaldo. And just waiting on the development that is going to be just Ronaldo doing a little bit of dancing in the box and finishing away at the near post. 3-0 now, 69th minute. Going to toss in a little bit of that dirty talk. Why not? It's been a while. We haven't conceded with the 3-back yet, knock on wood. But we're doing, it's working well. You can see my passing is so much crisper. If you would go back and look at the start of Path to Power, and the goals that I was scoring were just horrible to begin with. Nice pass inside Pereira. Lovely clinical little finish at the near post. The finesse shot at the near post from that sort of angle is going to be what you want to use 10 times out of 10. And when that's going to get you a rage quit, maybe you want to use it 11 times out of 10. It feels good. It feels right. And I felt pretty dominant. I've actually been playing on my main account with a 3-4-2-1, and largely inspired by this, 3-4-2-1 Brasilver, or Liga do Brasil Brasilver side. And I'm doing pretty well. I've lost one game with it, and that game was to my own fault, really. I got a little bit cocky with the lead that I got, and I really should have recorded that game and showed you guys, but it's neither here nor there. Final up against the 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3 this time. I thought that was a bit ironic that the 2-3 backs were meeting in the final in a duel to see who's going to get something nice in the pack, or get the nicer pack, I guess is what it is. Free kick really early, 3rd minute. Quadro Asamoah swings it in with his left boot. Ronaldo there to nod it home. Ronaldo's a menace in the air. Absolutely ridiculous. The in-form Ronaldo also feels a lot better than the regular Ronaldo, which I was shocked and pleased to see all at the same. Somehow he's going to win that header as well. 9th minute. This guy was not a bad player as well, which was the irony of this. I just pressured too much. The attack was too much for his back line. Nice little McGeady in right there. Going to use the step overs. Not something that I'd recommend this year because they've been nerfed a lot, but from time to time you can use them. Kendreva going to step up, smash this one. The first one was a Panenka. We can't give it to Pinaldo. We just couldn't do it. He was already scoring plenty of goals, creating plenty of problems, and I wanted Kendreva to feel like he was part of the squad. It's 3-0 now, 42nd minute. This one just escalated so quickly. Nice ball roll from Karim Benzema. Using a little bit of the no-touch dribbling right there to kind of get by. Gets bumped, plays in Carlos Vela. The finesse shot to the near post is brilliant. Near post OP? Question only time will tell is the answer, but right now it feels really, really good. I wouldn't say OP though, because I have seen it saved quite a few times. Nice little scoop turn from Ronaldo right away, and that's the no-touch dribbling. Sprints free inside, and I just got so excited that I had so much space to try to finesse it around the keeper from way too far out. Carlos Vela, luckily a right man for the job, right place at the right time, and he is able to put it away. So that means that we have a very convincing draft win. Look at the score lines here. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 5-0. That is solid. 17-0 combined for the draft. 3-4-2-1. Did not concede a goal. All of my center backs really good, by the way. Barzagli, Rudiger, Ogbonna. I would highly recommend all of those guys. Pereira and Enzo Perez, quite a tandem in the middle of the park as well. Everybody was good. Carlos Vela, least favorite player that I used. So, you can take that for what you will. But all of those guys I would recommend. Definitely check them out for your main squads as well. We got 10,000 coins, so not quite to a draft yet. But we've got a rare gold pack, a premium gold players pack, and a mega pack. So go ahead and pop open this rare gold pack. Hopefully get something nice. But you just never know. But I feel like you have an increased odd with these nicer packs. And I saw it and I thought maybe it'll be De Gea, but it's Guaita. We did get Bakary Sagna, so maybe he could work into a BPL squad or something. Gonna send it all to the club. I've got position modifiers as well. First things first, though, we need a new stadium. And we need the stadium for the best club in the world. Naturally, Bayern Munich, the Allianz Arena. That's our home stadium now, so I was pretty happy with that. Quite pleased. So on we went second, well, after we send all these things to the club. Then on we go to the second pack. And you guys got to let me know in the comment section what you think. If I should eventually play divisions once I get a pretty nice team from the draft, or when it'll be time to transition over. Because that'll be the debate. And I saw that and I was like, come on. Oh, look at that. Look at Zuma. You beauty. Oh, I was so pumped. An Inform in my first draft in the packs, and I've used Inform Zuma before for a draft on my live stream, which is twitch.tv/AirJapesFIFA, if you ever want to check that out. And Zuma is awesome. So I'm pumped. I've got the makings for what French side. He's got great hybrid connections as well. Really, really nice player to add to the club. And an Inform at that, I was just peach. And then Krakowiak, also a great player. 82 defending, 87 physical. Really, really good to have a boss in the midfield if we need him. Cherchi also looks to be quite nice. Haven't used him yet, so I'll report back. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for my very, very, very first draft to power. Of course, if you enjoyed it, a like or thumbs up is greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.